What is a unspoken, universal rule all males know? When you reach a certain age, you must groan when either sitting or standing up, even if there is absolutely no pain whatsoever. When leaving, you must smack your pockets to make sure everything is there. The nod. The WIDE step. Y'all know. When there's a choice between urinals, use the one that minimizes the chances of neighboring another occupied urinal. When you stand up to leave, make sure to do the pocket check. Phone, keys, wallet. Every time you grab the tongs, click them twice to make sure they work. If a hood on a car is open, you must stand in a circle around it, similar to grills at an event. If anything is floating in the toilet when you pee, it instantly becomes a target. You must stand by your bro while he's grilling, and make comments about the level of awesome it's going to be. We must feel the pain of our fellow men who we see being hit in the balls. If a friend buys you a drink, you don't pay it back, you just buy the next round. Anytime you're strapped down a load, you must slap it and say that ain't going nowhere. Trust me, just do it. Anytime you use a stud finder, you must first use it on yourself and say, "Found one." You must let out a sigh of satisfaction when sitting down on a lawn chair. One shall slap the bag of soil in the garden center when passing by. You cannot call shotgun in a friend's car if he has his girlfriend, wife in the group. When watching TV, hanging by the fire, etc. with the guys. If you get up to get a beer, always consult the room if anyone else requires a beverage before leaving. You can shake and you can dance, but the last drops always end up in your pants. Never turn your homie into a clown, just to make a girl laugh. That just sucks. Edit. Finally, my wise words came to the light. If you with your homie and his crush rolls up, you aren't the funny one. Protect your junk at all costs. There's a reason why cowboys wear jeans in the desert. A stud detector will not work if you don't first point it at yourself to find the biggest stud around. Borrow a car. Bring it back with more gas than you started with. Always leave one urinal between you and the other guy. It's brotiquette. Nod down to guys you don't know. Nod up to friends. Only the driver can modify anything on the dashboard from the car. Roast your bro when he's happy. Comfort him when he looks depressed. Don't spit or piss into the wind. Always bring the groceries into the house in one trip. There are no exceptions. Unless you feel genuinely threatened. Never purposefully hit a man in the balls. Don't point out the flaws on someone else's car. Yes, I'm totally goddamn aware my 52-year-old project car needs a paint job. When at a bar or restaurant and a buddy shows up, you must say some form of "I guess they'll let anyone in here." Edit. Wow, my first ever award. Thank you. Some tools require testing before use. Examples include click tongs, squeeze the trigger of a power drill a couple times, spin the socket of a ratchet wrench to make sure it's going the right way. When she tells you she's not hungry for whatever you're ordering, order more, cuz she'll definitely be eating your stuff. If a woman you don't know approaches you and acts like an old friend, play along. When a friend asks for help, you help them. Not taking the last beer when you didn't pay for it. You have to rip off icicles from roofs and throw big rocks in lakes when given the opportunity. Edit. Don't spend real money to donate fake awards for my generic comment "What the fuck are y'all stupid?" Any object carried by another male is immediately assessed for its weapon capacity. If your mate goes missing in Amsterdam, you say nothing about it unless he is gone for more than 2 hours. Always clean the sides of the toilet bowl with your ruined stream. If it sparkles when you're done, you win. Edit. Was going to fix ruin to urine, but I kind like calling it my ruin stream. Whenever your wife, husband tries to buy something you could make but never will, always tell her, him to not buy it because you can make that same thing at home way cheaper. Don't look at another man's dick when you're pissing. If you accidentally see it, then it's whatever, but if you get caught looking at it intentionally, then you wrong, bro. This has nothing to do with homophobia either. It's about privacy and respecting boundaries. Even gay men aren't trying to just show their dick to everyone in the bathroom. Don't date a bro's ex-GF. If a man is with his young kids, you do not get to fuck with that man. You just wait until next time or whatever you have to, but no. Not today, cause dude is with his little ones. Thanks for the silver. Thanks for the awards all. Don't speak to me if I'm using the restroom. If you're bald and I'm bald, we're automatically bald brothers. When driving a manual, always ferociously wiggle the gear lever to make sure it's in neutral before starting the engine. Twice. I present the 10 commandments of manhood. Thou shalt click the tongs thrice before use. Thou shalt encourage others to refrain from manipulating the thermostat. Thou shalt always be the firemaster. Thou shalt always keep 1 urinal distance between your fellow man. Thou shalt encircle a car or grill whilst discussing the activity around the car and grill. Thou shalt refrain from complaints of the make of the free beer. However, complaints of temperature are welcomed. Thou shalt refrain from romantic entanglements with a close friend's former flame. Thou shalt nod upwards when passing a friend, downwards when passing a stranger. Thou shalt remember thine role in the vehicle. The driver operates the controls. The passenger navigates. Back seat passengers distribute snacks. Thou shalt never, unless in extreme circumstance, impact the testicles of your fellow man. If there's 4, there's 2. If there's 5, there's 3. Zippers are not your friend. Use them slowly and carefully, or you will regret every decision that brought you to this place in life. If there is bad weather brewing outside, you must stand on the porch and say something along the lines of, well, the rain's coming, I can feel it. For some reason, when there's a single bathroom and one of us tries the handle to find it occupied, the guy leaving always feels it's necessary to ceremonially hand control over to the new guy. Me included. Hey, man, it's all yours. When you become a father, all your sneezes must be loud and violent. If you find an abandoned child, keep it at a safe distance until another party arrives. Do not attempt to transport said child to the police, hospital, and do not attempt to physically comfort the child. Once a second party, preferably female, is present, you may proceed to unlock your inner dad. The guy in the garage with the door open is the bat signal for fellow men to come over. When a homie has an emotional problem, you must help them. Don't make the sad person sadder. Acting sus at a sleepover is normal. Under no circumstances, unless it's a life or death situation, should you even think of purposely hurting a person's ballsack. You don't ever ask how far along she is if you weren't the one who knocked her up. Trust this rule. Could save your life. If one breaks into a falsetto rendition of some mildly outdated song, all must break into falsetto and join. This happens in our office. Repeatedly. Congratulatory, encouraging slap on the butt is fine if it is on the sports field or court. It is completely frowned upon at all other times and will lead to merciless mocking. When performing said butt slap, keep the palm flat, never cup your hand, and make the briefest possible contact with the targeted butt cheek. This entire thread makes me love men so much more. Y'all are adorable. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like. If you would like to see more content like this in the future, subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified about future videos. Now check out one of these interesting videos.